We interviewed a woman called Mary Eberstadt who wrote a book called Primal Screams, How the Sexual Revolution Gave Us Identity Politics. And her argument is that the technological creations of the sexual revolution, which is essentially the pill, allowed modes of behavior that previously would have been impossible, and it separated sex from commitment. And so this has advantaged men, some men, and disadvantaged women and particularly children, because it's led to the breakdown of the family. And we've seen an explosion in single parenthood. And I always have to say this because people are, they're unwilling to hear the intention behind what I'm saying. I'm not blaming single parents. Like my wife and I just had a baby 4 months ago. I cannot imagine raising that child by myself, or my wife, who's a brilliant mum, raising that child by herself. It is hard. So I'm not suggesting that those people aren't doing their best and aren't doing a good job, but the facts are very clear. The children who grow up in a single parent environment do way worse at school. They're far more likely to end up in prison. They're far more likely to end up in drug abuse. They're far more likely to become alcoholics. On almost every measure of social well-being, they score far lower than children who had two parents, on average. On average. So the breakdown of the family leads to a lot of unhappy people, right? And unhappy people are not the sort of people who are likely to want to support the status quo, because they're unhappy. And particularly if you're unhappy in the modern world, you've got the tools to project your unhappiness onto the world much more than you would have done in the past, because there's other people who are unhappy who are all telling you the same thing, which is it's not your fault.